What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 61 of my playthrough for Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. It is day 8 of fall. Fall's coming to a close, which is sad, but sad because winter's coming. That's the real bad thing. So not too much has happened between now and the last episode. I mean, stuff has happened, but it's at this point in the game, and it's kind of par with the way things go at this point in the game, is like things sort of slow down because the chapters don't change for a while. It's the longest chapter in the game. But I've been doing some things anyways. We've gotten some apples. I don't even know if we saw apples in the last episode. I think they were just about ready, but they weren't quite ready yet. Oh good, there's already some on the ground. That's what's interesting. I don't think you can ever lose any apples, or I mean any fruit off your trees ever. I think when the tree has a fully, I guess you could say, bloomed or grown fruit, it will drop it if you don't pick it up, so the next one can grow in. So I don't think you'll ever lose any if you don't come here, but I haven't left any on the ground, so if someone knows, you can let me know that leaving some on the ground, if they disappear like that, it would be bad. I mean, obviously you should tend to your trees, but I don't know, things are looking pretty good here. So I thought we'd just go over my morning routine for the outlook. See, I left an apple on the ground right there. I would experiment if, like later in the game I'll experiment. I'm not experimenting right now, because one of my main goals is to save up some money, because we're going to be making a big purchase, hopefully at least at very end of next year, because this year is almost coming to a close. And this is the first year of the chapter, so there's quite a few more years to go. I think it's the first year. I lose track of years like that. Which is, actually, I was gonna let you guys all know, I went and made myself a hand-drawn map of all my crops for where I'm gonna be putting them. So this way I know where all my trees are. Specifically trees, I mean crops are gonna be different, but I made it's a hand-drawn map. I have it right here. I'm gonna keep it with the game. So I know that these two are apple trees on the left, these two are oranges on the right. Then we've got 2 top bananas, 2 bottom grapes. And then the rest of this field, what I think I'm going to do is, I probably should measure it out a little bit better using math. And I think I'm going to leave the top 3 here for trees, either top 3 or top 4, and I'm going to plant them either like 1 here and then 1 down here and then 1 up here and like go diagonally like that, or plant them maybe straight across, because I'm going to fit in the 2 that I'm missing, which I think I'm missing. Let's see, I've got oranges, apples, bananas, grapes. So what am I missing there? I'm missing something. I know I am. Don't tell me. It'll come to me later when the episode ends. But and then I'm just gonna have like maybe 1, 2, 3 rows, and not have this 4th row for crops. Just 3 actually, because after this big harvest I'm gonna have right here, I'm gonna have plenty of crops, including I have some A quality seeds already. So check that out. Tomato A. So I plant 6 tomato A's. And without using any fertilizer, they should come out tomato A crops when they are harvested. So it just starts to spread from there, which is why the seed maker is a really good piece of equipment. I was gonna say tool, but it's not really a tool. It's a piece of equipment to get, which is why I like to get it so early in the game. It's one of my favorite things to do when I start this game. It's like the first thing I think about. It's like, gotta get the seed maker. I don't know. And it's just nice that you can, oh guys, come on. Every time I walk in here, I swear, all the food is gone. Always a running joke. But yeah, it's nice that you can get the seed maker instead of having to buy it. You can do that with just about most things. It'd be nice if you could get the milking room without having to buy it, because that thing is just weird. But we're gonna go take a look at that in a minute on the ledger. But I sold some fodder to Van, and I've sold some seeds, and we are looking pretty good for money right now. I'm at, let's see, how far? That's not bad. 6K is not bad. I bought some more fertilizer, so now I have, how much fertilizer do I have? Yeah, 32. That should get me through the rest of this this season, and then into next season even probably. I'm thinking that should be good. Everyone's good in here. I think it's raining outside, is it? Oh, sweet, it is. Okay, good. I don't have to water my crops. It's the one nice thing about the rain. You don't have to water your crops. Nami, you know, the other day I was off camera and she said something to me I'd never seen her say before. Good morning. It's gotten a little cooler. Nami. She does it on purpose. One cool thing, we'll do it later if I think of it. I actually was showing her some items, just some like items I would never think to show people. Like I was showing them the record sets, because you can hear I changed my music from Cool Breeze to Silent Winter. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's definitely Cool Breeze, and the other one is Silent Winter. And she was she offered to like take it, like she wanted the record. I'm like, no, I don't think I can give that to you, honey. I don't know. It didn't like offend her or anything. It's just interesting that you can do that. A little bit more money from the eggs, which don't get us a lot, but still it's something. So for ordering stuff, the only big thing, the big purchase you can see right there is we got the milking room. That is a big purchase. I'm looking to save up for that by the end of next year. So this basically roughly this time a year from now. From this point out, because next season I'm gonna still get more fertilizer, but then I'm gonna just fertilize what I have for winter. And then after that, I'm really not going to be fertilizing too many more crops, at least not for the next year. I'm going to be saving up for the milking room. It's a big purchase. I was thinking about saving it till later in the game, but I was like, you know what? Nah, because the further we get into the game, and we're almost halfway through the game now, in technical terms speaking. That's what I like about this game. It's very open-ended about how fast you want to go through it, and I mean, you never have to. It's funny, you never have to. I don't need any of this. I bought that, and for tools, I'm just going to show that we still have all these tools to buy. And after I buy the milking room, these will be the next couple things I buy, because after the milking room, there's no other major purchase in the game to make. I do want to get the other type of cow we have yet to see, but we're gonna go through. We need to wait for chocolate milk to finish being pregnant, then we need to have Alma be pregnant, and then we can get the final cow we haven't seen, which is the star cow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, star. And it's actually the one I don't think I've ever had before. I think I had a star cow once, but I usually, because they're the most expensive, obviously, they also produce the best quality milk. But as for the tools here that we have not gotten, you don't need to get them. I mean, you might as well just spend your money on the light tools, and these are kind of like novelties, completion's sake, really. So these will be some of the last things we buy, but I just wanted to point that out for anyone who might have forgotten, because once you have all the tools from, like the villagers, and you have the light tools, you don't really need the other tools. There's no point to getting the other tools. There really isn't. Check on the seed maker over here, and we've got some seeds, plenty of apple seeds. Next time Vanna's in town, we're gonna sell them, which leads me back to it's always just too bad that there's no way to ship seeds. Same way there's no way to ship crops. Even in Another Wonderful Life, you can't ship seeds if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I ever tried that, but it would make a lot of sense if you could ship seeds the same way you could ship crops. It's like the same basic principles. And I'll throw in, because we just got a whole bunch of apples, and I remembered that apple was on the ground. I'm going to go pick that up. I am not going to let that disappear in case it does. If anyone knows if leaving crops on the ground, please let me know. Because I would not want to leave one on the ground and then forget about it and not have it. But yeah, I mean, for money-wise, with the trees I got coming up, I'm going to be, in roughly a year from now, which is why I'm thinking we can afford the milking room a year from now, we're going to be kind of rolling in it. At this point, there's like less and less to buy. I'm going to stop buying fertilizer. I don't need to buy any more seeds from Vesta, because I have my own crops. I have the seed maker. I can make my own. I don't need dozens and dozens. Especially after the end of this year, I'm not going to be planting as much, like I said. I don't think I'm going to cut anything down today, so I'm going to put back the light sickle. Not that, again, it's like one of those things where it's like there's no point to really putting anything back, because you can carry so much in your run sack that you never really need to put anything back. You might as well have it all on you at any given time, but it just makes it easier to like quick cycle through. But yeah, after all these trees, it's going to be real easy. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to show that to Nami. And honestly, the only other thing I might really stock up on and buy like a lot of is chicken feed, just because that's something I know I always need. So I might as well just buy that in bulk really early on and stop worrying about having chicken feed when I need it. Okay, so check this out. I've never done this. I know you can do this with some of the odder items, but I was going to do this in the later years when text got really boring, kind of like it is now. Oh, that's nice. See? Like, give, don't sell. Like, what kind of options are these? Who programmed this into the game? Like, I don't know. Like, I can't give it to her. I'm not giving you my record, baby. I'm sorry. Show me it again. Like, is she demanding? Like, show it to me again. Like, no. I'm going to hold on to it and see what other people say. I hope, like, I don't just accidentally give it to someone, because if I do, I'm going to have to reset. That's not going to happen. But, yeah, that's kind of the plan for the next year, is to keep our trees going well, finish up with our, we're going to go through a whole nother season where we'll have, I think we'll have every season of, like, crop-related seasons, and we'll have, oh, which reminds me, I should go put my fertilizer on there now. I think I've already gotten 4 full days on there, but I'm not taking risks now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you've already put in more than half of the commitment to it, you might as well finish what you're doing, just so you don't end up with, you know, it's kind of a waste. Like, you don't invest, like, 99% of your money into something, then you need 1 more percent, and you're like, nah, I'm not going to do it. It's like, nah, you do, because you do. That's my life lesson today. Please take away from that as you will. It can be interpreted so many ways. the great thing about my knowledge. I'm gonna write a book. A good book. I'm in a pretty good mood today. I don't know if anyone can pick up on that. I've just sort of gotten some things straightened out, and I'm making... Oh, look at that. Just like that. Like, bam. Fully grown. I got the green touch. See? It took me years, but I got it now. I just touch crops, and they turn into good crops. I could end world hunger. Oh, man. Are these... Okay, these are strawberries here, which... Yeah, then tomatoes. Okay. I think I might have put fertilizer on these at one point, so... Let's make sure I get some good fertilizer on there. So yeah, I mean, chicken feed and fertilizer, that's probably what I'm going to use the bulk of my money for at the end of this year. When Van comes again, I'm gonna skyrocket to probably, like... Oh, I can't even predict. I'm going to, like, easily double... Well, not double. Well, yeah, double. I'm going to easily double my money. Let's see what she says about fertilizer. I'm just curious. What's that? Oh, Nami, you're breaking my heart. I mean, you marry a farmer, you think you know a little bit about stuff. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I got to stop talking to people normally. I got to start showing them things. The watering can. You going to water the plants? No, sweetie. It just rained. Oh, no. Fodder. Here we go. She'll probably want an apple if I give it to her. A gift for someone? I wonder if that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. She's like, I don't know if you should walk around like that, honey. Your neighbors are going to talk. Looks like they came out nice. Thanks. Good job. Thanks. I like the first response better. And the rain stopped. I love it when it rains and then it stops before midday, so my crops are watered. I don't have to water them, and then it's a beautiful day. So it kind of looks like it's still raining a little bit. I can never quite tell, but we're going to let everyone out just because. Yeah, that's the plan. So I think I'll, after I sell the batch of seeds I have now, I'm going to buy a lot of... I'm probably going to buy like 100 fertilizer, maybe like 50 to 100 chicken feed, whatever I can afford. I'm going to sell my my fodder too, and I'm probably going to go fishing a bit in between now and the next season. And yeah, that's kind of the plan for my money. And then by the end of the year, like I was saying, the milking room is kind of our main goal. It's our new like main target. Along with that, oh look, Van's here right now. Well, we can take care of that. And I can show you. You guys haven't even seen how much. Don't take my word for it. Check out Van. You know, I wish Van was more of like a traveling salesman, con man. Anyone know the Flim Flam brothers? MLP? No, no one. That's what I wish Van was. That's my. I love that style. It's kind of like BioShock Infinite, like that kind of timeline. You know what I mean? Like con men sort of thing. Like not con men, but what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, I want to sell that. So here you go. You got 99 fodder, and it, like I said, it's a pain to draw it all out. But just make sure you leave, enough for your animals, and sell 99. If you're low on money, I mean that's almost a grand right there. So that's pretty good. I mean that's for doing almost nothing. If you got nothing going on, your crops are growing, you don't want to fish, you don't want to get any of the herbs or anything off of the land and stuff, then Now check this out. Seed, just B quality. You want to sell those? One of those is 410G. I have 23 of them. Can we do the math? Oh my goodness, almost 10 grand. That is amazing. So yeah, with all the trees I have coming up, I think we're going to be able to afford the milking room by the end of next year. I think that's the thing. I'll haggle with those in a second. I don't want to. That just sometimes takes a while to haggle with him. But yeah, that's the main stuff there. I'll sell the rest of the stuff to him later. But just like that, almost 20 grand. So I think we can pull it off with how often trees drop their fruit, and then turning them into seeds takes about 3 days. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be rich. Okay, so I think Hugh is the only person in the valley we're not friends with. I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure I'm friends with everyone but Hugh. I think so. Sometimes I see a huge turtle by the swamp. I wonder where he goes when he's not in the swamp. He must dive into the swamp somewhere. Turtles can hold their breath for a long time, right? Like I think I remember hearing something like this. Like turtles, they aren't amphibious, but they're, what is the word for something that can be on land and water, but they need air to survive? I think. Maybe? Light pickles. You like light pickles, kid? What? I didn't even... Okay, he doesn't want those. See, I don't even know what Hugh likes. That's the problem. I'll probably just have to look that up between now and then. How about an apple? Apple a day keeps the... You would like that, right? You're all about healthy. Yep, fresh crops are really good, and that's not... They don't even... They're picky. I mean, it's B quality. I know. I don't think I have anything he likes. I have no idea. I'll probably look it up before next episode, but if anyone knows what Hugh likes, he is if I'm not mistaken, I'm friends with every single person in the valley except you. Look at Kate. I'm friends with Van. I'm friends with Murray. Everyone. I'm even friends with the hard characters. I think I'm friends with Cody. Right? Oh, we're not friends with Cody. Okay, I thought we were. Cody, be friends. Come on, you like light pickles. Who doesn't like light pickles? Looks good. Yes, it does. I know. Can I? Yes, you can have it. Great. And now we are friends, because that's the fastest way to a man's heart. And dogs. Same thing. Man, Cody, man. We'll have to work on him. Okay. Good thing I could state something I thought to be a fact and was proven wrong almost immediately. Though that's honestly better than stating what you think is a fact and being proven wrong like later. Like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like later after you finished recording and finalize the video, you're like, oh, I was wrong. Well, no one will point that out because the internet doesn't do things like that. Hey, Chugga. Hey, Dad. What's, didn't I, yeah, answers, just give the kid random answers. What does he say about Breeze? Isn't that Dad's record? Are you playing mind games with me? Chugga, what are you doing? What are you doing with it? He's almost talking to me like I'm not his father. What is that? Well, maybe he could mean my dad. Like, the player's dad, because that's who it used to belong to, right? So that he should say grandpa technically. But that could make sense. That's an interesting way to look at that. Come on, Chugga, an apple a day. Those are crops from our farm. Though yes, they are. I'm just gonna keep bugging. It's just, I like how he wanders the valley though. That's really cool. I don't think I have anything else interesting for him. Maybe seeds. You like seeds? Those are interesting. What's up? Don't you want that seed? You can have it. Thanks. Next time I'll plant it in a secret spot. What does that mean, Chugga? Chugga. Oh man, I think Chugga is the most interesting character in the whole game. I'm not even. I mean, there are some good characters in this game. Don't get me wrong, but your son is just so good. It's a funny thing too, because I never think of myself as getting married or especially ever having children. But I don't know. Chugga just seems like a cool kid. So I think that's just about going to be it. I mean, I could keep talking and stuff. And oh, that was the one thing I was going to say. You know what? When I have a good episode like this, I just have so much to talk about. Things just flow so well. But one other thing I was going to mention after now that we have our objective, so to speak, of what I'm going to be doing the next year. Because the next time you see me, if I don't make a video at the end of winter, you're just going to see me at the start of next spring. Because that's kind of how it starts to go from here. But if any of my longtime viewers have noticed the thumbnails in the for the older videos, I actually went back and made thumbnails for every single one of my old videos that I like. I'm talking about the very first video I posted all the way up to now. I made custom thumbnails for all of them, which is, I'm not sure to describe it. It's sort of like a nostalgic come full circle kind of feeling. In the sense that back when I first started doing these videos, like this was the first series I really started doing, and I always remember thinking like, man, I always want to make custom thumbnails for my videos. I think that would be so cool. And back at the time, I couldn't do that. I wasn't a partner. You had to be a partner at the time, and now I am, and I had the opportunity to do so, and I just kind of never had the time to do it. And I was thinking to myself, I always wanted to do that, so why not do it? So I went back and did it. It took a little while to find what I wanted and make them out the way I like them, but I think they look really good in uniform. And it just kind of reminded me about how long the series has been going and how much it kind of mattered to me back then when I first started, and it sort of didn't, and then I reminded myself that, I can do it now, so I should. I don't know, if anyone else kind of knows the feeling, you can kind of take that as your life lesson for today. And on that note, we're going to end things off here. So I thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed today, and until next time, I'll catch you later.